Alt season isn't coming. It's already here, but not where you're looking. Everyone's glued to Bitcoin dominance chart, but that's just the surface level. Today, we'll show you the chart that no one's talking about and why it proves capital is rotating fast into your alts. Let's get into it. And before we do, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So you subscribe to our channel, hit that like button and keep the bell notification on so you don't miss out on our videos. Oz, let's get into a Bitcoin update first before we go on to the end of the video and start talking about a chart that everybody's been overlooking.
Yeah, Doc. So let's go straight into the Bitcoin chart. And it's going to be a quick update today. And, when we look at Bitcoin, where it's been since April, the main pivot level here at 80,000, but 75,000 was the absolute low. And, from there, we've steadily, or we can say we've vertically repriced all the way up to, 106,000, where the next main level was. And personally, I don't really see it going much below this level. 106,000, 107,000. I don't really see it going below this level. Maybe, we've had wicks already. What my main focus on in the next couple of months is, getting beyond this 150. I keep tweeting 150,000, and I really think that that's that big next level that we're going to get to. We're going to see Bitcoin fly to, this level. Maybe maybe a little pit stop here at 123, 124,000. But the main level I'm looking at is that 150. So, if you're looking at that long-term game, you're not day trading, I wouldn't really panic. The level we gave was at 75, and, the big profit-taking area will be around here, in my opinion. So, yeah, just a quick Bitcoin update for, the longer-term investors, I would say. No reason to panic, no reason to, think the world is ending. So just stay calm. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great summer coming into, August and September and beyond. So yeah, looking good, Doc. And yeah, let's see how it goes for Bitcoin.
Yeah, and before we do look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, Oz, and give you the viewers an update on that, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Peter and the House of Crypto. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out his channel and his X account for some honest and insightful takes. A big thanks to Peter for mentioning our channel a few months back in one of his videos. Much appreciated. And yeah, viewers, go show him some love. Check out his X account at Peter_THOC and the House of Crypto YouTube channel. Okay, Oz, now, a lot of people have been focusing on Bitcoin dominance. It touched 66,000. It was hovering around 66%, sorry, and has just dropped recently, just below 65. And this is where everybody's got their eyes on. So just to give the viewers an update on what you've got on what you've been looking at.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I gave the members an update that this area here it is a zone where, we're looking for a reversal to the downside. And obviously Bitcoin dominance has been, as I would say, it's been, quite tricky to predict this cycle. But I do think now, it's really coming into its last legs, and potentially, top is already in here. So when I did give the members video update, I think it was a couple of weeks ago now, I said there's extreme weakness in Bitcoin dominance, and coin dominance was at the top at that stage, and subsequently, we've seen it drop from almost 66%, all the way down to 64% or 64.5%. And we're seeing altcoins, rally, we've seen some big moves from altcoins. And the next level I'm looking at for Bitcoin dominance is here at that 64, where we are currently, almost 64.73%. And I think once we get below this level, then I think it's kind of curtains for Bitcoin dominance, and I think we'll be heading way lower, below 64%. And the alt season that a lot of people that are waiting for, in my opinion, is just a matter of time. But yeah, I do see Bitcoin dominance breaking down. And yes, I think it's going to be, like I said, for Bitcoin also, I think it's going to be a very interesting summer. If you gave up on alts, a few months ago, or if you're still giving up on alts, then I think you're going to be kind of shocked coming into the next couple of months.
Now, viewers, Oz mentioned members videos, and we do have detailed members live streams every Monday. And if you're finding this video useful and want deeper signals before they hit the public charts on YouTube or on our X accounts as well, and on our website. That's exactly what we break down in the Alpha Insider. Full technical analysis, Delta Engine, DCA in and out targets, market rotation reads, all for our members. So viewers, take a look at this.
So you're asking if we can have one more sweep of these lows and then continue up. The reason why I say no is because we've had the monthly confirmation here already.
Now, Oz, the chart that everybody's been overlooking, and this is a really, important chart, and you have a lot of emphasis on this when it comes to rotational reads, and particularly the macro Bitcoin level as well. And that's the Bitcoin dominance copper chart. So, why is this particularly interesting for you, and why do you put so much emphasis on this for our viewers?
Yeah, so I gave this a chart back in April, and I said to the members that you really have to watch this chart going forward. And once you see breakdowns of this chart, like back in 2016, we saw a massive breakdown, and we had a great alt season in 2016. Back in 2020, we had another massive breakdown of Bitcoin dominance and copper, and you saw the alt season from 2020. It was a fantastic alt season again. And when I was looking at this chart, and I'm sure we were around here in April, right? We hit the top of the wedge. You can say this is a bearish pattern again. All of these patterns, another wedge. These are all kind of bearish patterns, and this is the first signal. Um, after yesterday's news announcement about copper and tariffs, that we've had a break below the trend line. So what I want to see here, I was going to see a sustained push below. Okay, maybe retest the trend line and then carry on going down. But once this signal, flips, once this trend line becomes resistance, it's not a surprise that you're going to see Bitcoin dominance fall off a cliff as well. So this is the key signal that I'm looking at. I'm watching close attention to this because, as if you've been following me for a long time, I've always been talking about copper and how copper is a growth asset or growth metal. So as copper is going to be doing well, you're going to be seeing growth assets, in my opinion, which are altcoins. And in the stock market, if you look at the Russell index, so all of these assets are going to start to outperform their bigger assets in terms of Bitcoin. Copper will start outperforming gold. And you're going to see, in my opinion, how they all, how everything's going to align, and you're going to see a big alt season. So this is the chart I'm looking at, encouraging signs with a break, but obviously we don't want to get a kind of fake out and then go back in. So I'm watching this chart. I want it to stay below a couple of weekly closes, and I think then you're going to see massive rotation into altcoins. And it's going to be something special. So stay tuned. And, if you want these updates early, join the Markets Unplugged. We gave this signal back in April. So, you really need to stay up to date with the macro charts and also the local crypto charts.
Thanks all for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and may you 100x your portfolio, and see you all in the next video.